All right. Hello. I think about the strangest things and sometimes the most profound things right as I'm falling asleep. Rarely do I remember them. I always intend to remember them. But the other night, I was thinking about um, emotional states and like when you get triggered. I'm not sure I like that word, but it's what we use in the current world. Um, and like how to not go down that path and how to not let it turn into an emotion and then turn into anger. Because when something turns into anger, like to me, anger is like being on drugs. All of a sudden, you're doing and saying things you wouldn't normally or want to do or say. It's like an altered state. So it's like I want to avoid trying to get there because it's a the mind is not right in an angered state. And I'm sure there's probably a useful uh, point for that emotion, but in general days in society, it's not. And I had this, excuse me, idea. And the idea was that when we see these thought patterns coming in that are negative, that may lead us down this rabbit hole to the dark side, um, the best time and the best moment to try to redirect our thoughts or redirect our emotions so they don't go there is in the very, very early stages. Because once we get into an emotional or anger state based on, a thought pattern, we're screwed. We're all the way down the river. So if we can get there and right in the beginning and start to try to move the thoughts. And how would we move the thoughts is just try to do replacement thoughts or try to do breathing exercises. Replacement thoughts is like mantras, saying something, choosing what's going into our mind rather than our mind choosing to go down this weird territory. And the funny thing that reminded me of was back in the late 80s, used to be these weird like catalogs, and you could order books that were supposedly banned, or you couldn't get at the library, or you couldn't get at a bookstore. And I lived with my band, so we had these books and we had these catalogs. And there was a book called How to Escape from Prison, which I read, and because we used to read before the internet. And the thing it said in that book was your best time to escape is the moment of incarceration, the first moment. So right when you're getting, locked up or putting the handcuffs on, that's the best moment. And then each minute after that, it gets harder and harder to escape. And I connected those two so much because they do connect. So the easiest way to escape from your mind patterns that are negative, that are leading you to a dark area that which may become emotional, are in that first moment. That's when they're the weakest. That's when security in your mind lockdown is the least. And that's when we can escape. And that's when we should try, if we can, be aware of it and redirect our thoughts and redirect and take over our emotions. Thank you so much for coming. And we're going to start from a standing position today. So I'm going to go all the way back here. And we can shake one foot out, shake the other foot out, and back and forth, just shaking those feet out a bit. And then shake the hands out, keep shaking the feet out. Good, and with the feet under the hips, we're gonna bend slightly at the knees, and then we're gonna swing the arms side to side, just taking our time here. Great, let's straighten the legs and let's bring the arms all the way up into the sky. We're gonna take the right hand and grab the left wrist, and we're gonna pull over to the right, and we'll take a couple of breaths here. Back to center, left grabs right, over to the other side. And back to center, push the walls out, pulling the fingers back. And from the hips up, we're going to turn to the right. And then we're turning to the left. Back to center, arms down. Let's bring the feet together. Big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. It can be at the top of the mat. Thumbs out, core tight. We're going to breathe in, reach up and look up. We're going to breathe out and forward fold, bringing the fingers low. We'll keep them down. We're going to look up, flatten the back. Forward fold on the out breath. All the way back up, reaching out and up. We're going to bring the hands in prayer above the head and then down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. And we're going to circle back up, breathing in. And breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold on the out breath. All the way back up, reaching out into the sky. Down through the heart, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold on the out-breath. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We're going to look up, and from here, we're going to step back, top of push-up. Belly and legs tight, as per normal. We'll take a couple of breaths here. And all right, let's lower down. We're going to roll a bit forward, up dog, third eye looking, and down dog, pulling up and back. Great. Feet 2 fists apart. Let's bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down, stepping back and forth in place. All right, walk or jump to the top of the mat, feet back together, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to forward fold, engage the core. Let's come all the way up to the ceiling. Hands in prayer down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth. We're going to circle back up, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up. We step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Nice. If you like, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Otherwise, staying still, breathing, looking at the knees or the navel. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up to the ceiling, reaching out and up, down again through the heart center, pushing into the earth, circling back up on the in-breath, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up again, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Very nice, breathing right here. All right, step, hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up, down again through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Very nice, breathing here. And step or jump, top of the mat, we look up, forward fold, all the way back up. We're doing one more today. Down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up, step back, top push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Great, breathing right here. Good, step, hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, hands in prayer to the ceiling, pulling the core up through the heart, to the nose, the fingers, and then arms right down at the sides. Excellent. So we're going to do the second half of the sun salutations. We sit in chair, right up over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, step back again, top of push-up, lower and drop, up dog, down dog. Warrior one on the right, right foot steps, left foot turns out. And arms up. We're going to push the left foot into the mat and reach the left arm forward. And we're going to take a couple of breaths right here. Great. Touch the ceiling again and hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog, and left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Back up, we're going to reach the right arm forward, push into the back foot. We'll take a few breaths right here. Great, touch the ceiling and hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And great, we're going to breathe here. All right, step, jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees sitting in chair again. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's keep going. We sit in chair. And up over, forward fold. We look up, step back, top push up, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Right side again, warrior one, left foot turns out. Hands in prayer above the head, lengthening up. Excellent, hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog, and left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Back up, hands in prayer above the head, lengthening up. Great, hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog, and we'll stay here breathing. All right, step, jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back, tight core. All right, let's go again. Sit in chair, up, over, forward folding. We look up, step back, time push up, lower drop, up dog, down dog, warrior one again on the right, left foot turns out, back up. Hands in prayer above the head, lengthening up, maybe arching back. All right, hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Hands in prayer again above the head, lengthening up, looking up, lifting the heart. Excellent, hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're gonna stay right here breathing. All right, step hop, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees sitting in chair, standing, arms down. Let's do one more with warrior two. We sit in chair again, and up, over, forward folding. We look up, step back, time to push up, lower drop, up dog, down dog, right side warrior two, arms out over the feet. We're gonna take several breaths here, dropping the shoulders, looking at the right hand. Turn the right palm to face the ceiling, left hand barely touches the back leg, and we're gonna arch back, looking up along the elbow to the ceiling. Excellent, hands down again, stepping back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Gonna do a left side, warrior two, up again. Dropping the shoulders, holding the core, looking at the left hand. Turn the left palm to face the ceiling, and we arch it back again. Great, hands down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And excellent, we're gonna breathe here. And step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. We're gonna stay here, just breathing. All right, let's stand. We're gonna take the feet apart, distance of the hips. We'll grab elbows or prayer. We're just gonna forward fold, hanging here, letting the head drop. You're welcome to bounce if you like. Good, touch the ceiling all the way up. Peace fingers all the way up. And then all the way down, peace fingers, you can bend the legs, are gonna come under the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside, elbows pulling out, head down, breathing. Good, back up, touch the ceiling again. Excellent, back down, hands under feet from the front, toes touching the crease in the wrist. You can pull up on the feet a little bit if you like, reach the crown of the head down. All right, let's stand top of the mat. We're just going to take a moment here, a couple of breaths. So we're going to pivot through these standing series tonight. We're going to step the left foot back about the distance of one of our legs. The right foot stays pointing straight forward. We're going to bring the arms out over those feet. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to reach out for triangle. Right hand down, left arm up. We're going to stay here breathing, reaching to the ceiling, looking to the reaching hand if possible. If not, you can look at the foot. We're going to stay here. Great, let's come up. We're going to pivot for the first time, so we'll do it slow. Right toes into 45 degrees, and the left toes straight out the back. We're going to reach out over the left foot, and now we get triangle on the other side. Left hand down, right arm up. Great, up again. Let's pivot, left toes back to 45, right toes out. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. Let's reach that left arm way out forward. Then we'll get the twist, left hand down, Pabrita Trikonasana. Right arm up, legs straight, feet flat, breathing, lengthening the tail to the crown of the head. Great, back up, we pivot again. Right toes 45, left toes out. Reach that right arm all the way out the back. And again, right hand down, left arm up. Keep that left hip in, keep breathing. Great, back up. We pivot again. Left toes 45, right toes out. We're going to re-lengthen the stance and do a warrior two. Knee over ankle, arms over feet. We're going to breathe here looking at the right hand. And center of the right forearm on the leg, left arm up and over. You can stay here. You're welcome to put the right hand on the ground if you prefer. I'm going to keep reaching and breathing. Good. Back up. We're going to straighten this right leg so we can pivot. Right toes 45, left toes out. We're going to do warrior two facing out the back for a couple of breaths here. And forearm on the leg, extended side angle here now with the right reaching side. And if you put the hand down on the other side, please do it here. And back up, we straighten this left leg. We pivot again, left toes 45, right toes out. Let's do warrior two again, just for a moment. Couple of breaths even. So we're going to twist. You're welcome to keep the back foot flat or come to the ball of the foot. Swing that left arm through, elbow outside, hands in prayer, pull in towards the chest. We'll stay here. Great. Back up. We're going to pivot again. Right toes 45, left toes out. Warrior two for a couple of breaths. Great. And we are going to twist again. Here we go. And we're going to come back up to center. Just we'll be facing out of the mat, and we're doing a horse. So the toes are slightly splayed, the knees are opening out and away. We're going to push the walls out, and we're going to breathe here. All right, straight the legs, turn the feet to run straight forward. So the outside edges of your feet are the same as the outside edges of the mat. We're going to reach straight up and then straight down with the fingers on the line of the big toes, and then try to drop the head down on that line. Then if the palms can go down, great. Otherwise, don't worry about it. You can kind of actively reach the elbows back through the legs. We're going to take several breaths right here. Back up, we reach out to the ends of the fingers, and behind the back, we're going to intertwine the fingers, pushing the palms together. We're going to look up for a moment, and then we're going to forward fold, lifting the arms off the back. Forward folding again, light toes. Keep on breathing in the nose, all breathing all the time. Great. Back up, touch the ceiling. And back down, we're gonna grab the shins, the ankles, or the big toes of the peace fingers, if the legs are straight. Even if you just get the elbows, pull the elbows away from the ears. We're gonna stay here and breathe a little bit, or a lot. Stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder under and through. And over to the other side, right shoulder under and through. Good, back up. Let's shorten the stance to about 3 or 3.5 feet. We're gonna turn the right toes straight out the front of the mat, left toes at about 45 degrees back here. And I put the arms out so I can get the rotation because we do want the shoulders to be kind of the same as the front of the mat. Behind the back, we'll grab elbows or reverse prayer. If you're ever having an intense upper back day, you do the palms together down the back. I'm just gonna grab elbows, shoulders back. We're gonna look up, keep the shoulders pulling back and together and forward fold, looking at the foot. And yes, the shoulders back and together does restrict the movement a little bit, but it's better for you and it's up to you. So just keep on breathing. So you could stay here, or otherwise we're going to do warrior 3 by hopping onto that right foot, pointing the left foot back. I'm pointing the heel back. And right hand down, left arm up, Ardha Chandrasana. Go ahead and switch the hands if you like. I find this a little tough sometimes. Great, let's stand. We'll put that left foot back where it was. We're gonna pivot, right toes 45, left toes out, arms out. And then again, behind the back, whatever you did on the other side. We're gonna look up and we're gonna forward fold, looking at the left foot. Let's hop on to that left foot for warrior 3. And left hand down, right arm up. And switching the hands. All right, let's stand top of the mat and we can shake it out a little bit if you like. I like that pivoting sequence, so much like this kind of long, slow dance. And we're gonna stand on the left foot for a tree, and we're gonna grab the right ankle and maybe hold it there, maybe it'll lock, hands to the heart or up, lots of variations. We're gonna breathe right here. All right, let that foot down, step it out a little bit. And we're going to stand on the right foot, lifting the left. See if you can get that to lock, or you can continue holding it even the whole time. Our hands to the heart, and we'll stay here, standing tall, core engaged, finding our visual, our drishti. Very nice. Let that down, step it out. And we stand again on the left foot. We're going to lift the right knee up. Left hand's going to grab that right knee. Right hand can go on the hip. You can reach back. You can look back. You could extend the leg if you like. You can also keep it easy. I'm going to breathe here. Great. Let that down, step it out a little bit. And let's do the other side. Standing on the right, we're going to lift the left. Right hand's going to grab the left knee, other hand on the hip. And again, you can reach back, you can look back, you can extend the leg. Just get a copy of what we did on the other side. Whoa, stay here a little longer. Good, let that down, step it out. Let's take the feet, hips above the heels, toes slightly splayed, down into our squat, pushing the elbows against the legs, lengthening up the back. I just love this squat, and I love the sequence we're about to do. It just seems so good for my body. We're going to take a few more breaths here. Good. With the hands in prayer straight forward, we're coming all the way up to the ceiling, lifting core, heart, nose, and then all the way back down. Right, up again to the ceiling, and all the way back down, and up again to the ceiling, and back down. Let's do one more because I enjoy it so much. All the way back up to the ceiling. You could arch back if you like, and back down. And we're coming to hands and knees. Let's just take a couple of moments in hands and knees with the, feel the knees under the hips, feel the wrists under the shoulders. We're going to reach the right heel straight back, and the left hand straight forward. It could be handshake or palm down. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. You could stay just like this if you prefer. Bend that right leg, grab the foot ankle. We're going to arch up, looking third eye, breathing. Great, let that down. And left heel straight back, right hand straight forward. And again, you could stay here, or you could bend that leg, grabbing the foot of the ankle, arch up. Keep the knee pointing straight back and then up. Third eye, we're breathing. Great. Back down to hands and knees. We're going to turn the right hand into face the left, and we're feeding that left arm through, laying onto the shoulder and the side of the face. You could stay here, pushing the right hand against the mat, or you can come up around the back, and we're going to breathe. Great. Back up. We're going to switch it. Left hand turning the fingers to face the right hand, and then right arm through, laying down on the shoulder, the side of the face. You can push against the mat or bring the arm up, or you can do a little bit of both. Great. Back to center. And here we go. We're stepping top of push-up again. Everything tight. We're going to lower down, drop down, up dog, and down dog. Let's hold the right foot up the back wall. We bend that leg, opening up the hip. And throw that shin top of the mat. Scoot the left leg back a little. Lift the heart to the ceiling. And then hands down, forearms down, head down. Breathing in the pigeon, taking your time. Excellent. Hands down again. We're going to step back. You could shake that leg that was bent if you like. Top of push up tight. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to hold the left foot up over the wall. And you could bend that leg if you like. Throw that shin top of the mat. Scoot the right leg back. Lift the heart. And forearms down, head down. We breathe here. All right, one more time, hands top of the mat. We're stepping back. We're going to lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Great. Let's sit down with the legs straight out in front of us. We're going to do a different version of Janusirasasana. We've probably done it before, but not often. It's a little difficult for me, so take your time with it. We're going to do either left hand grabbing the left shin or left hand grabbing the toes, but it's going to be a bit like extended side angle. So this right hand is just reaching up the side. The palm is facing the toes out here in the front. We want to pull that right shoulder back so that we can hopefully try to see along the inside of the armpit up to the ceiling. Because if you're way down, we're not really getting that. We want to open the chest out so the chest is facing out to the right. Now, some of you are very flexible. You can come down and put your hand on that foot if you like, the right hand. I'm not getting anywhere near there. I'm just going to keep breathing and reaching. Great. Let's come up and we're going to switch on over to the other side. Very Jim Morrison. So right on right, and then that left arm comes up and over. And again, you want to try to see the ceiling up along the inside of the armpit, not down like this, but pulling it way back, opening the chest out. And we're going to breathe here. Good. Back up to center. We're doing the shoelace cow face pose. We're taking the right heel under the left hip with the right knee pointing straight forward. The left foot can just jump right to the outside. And for a lot of people, this is super extreme. Just sit up tall, stay here. If you like, right hand grabs the left shoelace. We'll pull back, trying to stack the knees, keeping the feet on the mat. You can put the fingers and lift and lunge a little forward. You could bring right arm up, down the back, grabbing the elbow, pushing the head against the arm. You could come around the back, introducing the hands together. And we're going to stay here breathing. Very nice. Unwrap all of that. And let's do the other side. Left heel under the right hip. Knee is pointing now straight forward. Right foot on the outside there. You could stay there. This side is always resisting me a little more. Left hand grabs the right shoelace, is pulled back. Definitely going to put my hands down, lunge a little forward, see if I can get those knees to stack. Hold those knees down. And again, you could reach up, down the back, elbow, head pushing against the arm or around the back. We're going to breathe here. Good. Unwrap all that. Let's put the legs out in front of us and shake them around a little bit. And then we're going to do our twist. We're going to bend the right leg and left arm's going to grab that leg, right hand behind you. Let's sit up tall. You bring the elbow outside. Keep those left toes pointing up to the ceiling. Very nice. Let's switch it. Right leg out, left sole in. Right arm grabs that leg. Keep those toes in the front, pointing up to the ceiling. Elbow outside if you like. Sit up tall. Keep breathing. Nice. Back to center. Our usual core work. We'll bring the arms under the legs, roll back onto the tail. You could stay right here. You could let go, locking the shoulders back. You could straighten legs. We're going to breathe 1 to 5. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up tall. Excellent. Up again, 2 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again, number 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again, number 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And last one, number 5, up. Great. We're going to hug the knees in and lie back. I'm going to put the forearms in the shins and pull them down, bring the nose up. Good. Feet down flat, feet on knees, 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. We're going to lift the hips. As we lift the hips, tuck one shoulder, then the other, intertwine the fingers, push the arm down. We're going to take several breaths right here. Great, back down, and we're going upside down. We're starting with plow, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs straight, hands either on the back or intertwine fingers with the arms down. We'll take about 5 breaths here. And if the hands are not on the back, put them there now and lift the feet up into the ceiling. We're going to stay here a little bit today. Try to get comfortable, heavy in the shoulders, heavy in the elbows. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, and we're going to roll down into dead bug, knees in the armpits, soles of the feet up to the ceiling. You could stay still, you could rock around, it's your choice. Whoa. Good, and hug the knees into the chest for a moment, and then we're going to lay down flat. And right leg up, both hands coming up towards the heel, nose towards the knee, the shoulders will come off the earth. Do your best to hold the left leg down. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Good, back down. We're going to do a different one tonight for our final twist. It's just a little bit different. It takes a little longer to explain. So we're going to bring the right knee up. The left hand's going to grab that right knee. The right hand's going to reach all the way out to the right. The left hand's going to pull that leg over to the left. The hip will come up. And if possible, we look to the right and we're going to stay here breathing. And back up to center. We'll put that right leg down. The left knee is coming up. Right hand grabs the left knee. Left hand reaches out. We're going to pull that knee over to the right as we look to the left. Great. Back up to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. Tell yourself you did a good job. And then let's lay down. Once laying down, get as loose as you can, sinking down into the floor. Tell your shoulders you don't have to get up. Let the breath return to normal. And we're going to be here in about 2 minutes, maybe a little longer. Just lying down and resting. And we'll move the fingers and toes a little bit. You can stay laying down if you prefer. If you're super comfortable, go ahead, stay there. If you want to finish out with us. We're going to reach the hands over the top of the head, lengthening fingers to toes. Pull the core down. Hold that long reach in the core down. Excellent. Bring the knees into the chest and roll yourself up to a seated position. However, you can sit comfortably. We're going to bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together, making a little bit of fire, maybe a lot of fire. It's up to you. And bring that fire up into the sky. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in a little more, and the more through the mouth. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor, hold that. And then all of it goes out. Ah. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. It is danieloberberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there. And excellent.